friends, today I'm going to talk about enrichment boxes and other ways for your dog to work for treats. I have another video on using food dispensing toys that are designed specifically for their meal, and I talk about some brands and techniques to have them really enjoying it. So I'm Heather, this is my foster dog Sesame, and so we're going to start with enrichment boxes, but I'm sitting over to the side because while we talk about them, he's very excited to get started. While we talk about them, I'm going to throw him his first enrichment box over there, and hopefully you can watch him. Sesame's only been a pet for a few months, so he may have a little bit more difficult than your dog might, who's already comfortable with things inside of the house, but we'll just see. So this is a pretty easy level one. I already have some of it started for him. He seems interested already, so try to throw it where you guys can see it and see what he does. All right, so he's already going to town. I have him smelling it over here. Let me turn this so you can definitely see him. Okay, so the way to start these is to find a box. You'll notice I have several of these. This size is my favorite, but you can use boxes from frozen pizzas. You can use really any box that you have around, go in your recycling. So let's say we're going to use this box, about this big. I'm going to start with this toilet paper roll. So all you're going to do is close it up, throw a couple treats in, close this side, toss it in the box. Next thing, this one's already folded, but toilet paper roll. Same thing. Close it up, toss a couple treats in, twist it, so you're basically making two sides. Toss a couple treats in, close it up, throw it in the box. Next thing, so if you have like a medium-sized box, I don't know, I'm calling this a medium-sized box, toss a couple treats in. There's a theme going here. Smaller box, toss a couple treats in. If you want to make it more difficult, you can crumple up things like paper, newspaper, anything like that. You can toss a couple treats in, close it up, stuff that in the box too. If you have smaller boxes, just build and build and build like the Russian dolls. Oh, he's really going to town over there. You can see where he's torn open the box. Oh, he hasn't torn open the box. He's torn some of it up. Okay, so to have this, stuff it in the box. Throw a couple more treats in. Here's one of those that I had already made. Stuff it in the box. I like to use even things like this. You're never going to leave your dog unattended with these. You want to make sure he's not going to ingest anything. But, you know, toss a couple treats in, stuff it in the box. So this box looks like this. Close it up. Tape it if you want to make it more difficult. Stuff it in the bigger box. Here's another container. It's smaller, but you could make the smaller one and stuff it in a box or give it as is. This is a food supplement that he likes. So all I have in there is another toilet paper roll. Put it in there. This is going to be really, really difficult. So you might want to puncture a hole in the top to get them going. I'm not taping this one shut, obviously. He has to figure that out. So once you have a few things ready, put it in the larger box. Throw a couple treats, put some newspaper in if you want, and close it. You can tape it shut if you feel like it. If you tape it shut, at the beginning you might need to rip open a side. You can see this is keeping him busy and making him work. I'll move it a little closer maybe. Can you bring that closer? Oh, well, he's got some more stuff. Get them started so that they can see it. You're going to need to verbally encourage them, hopefully at first. Hopefully they're not going to just run because they think they should rip things up. So you can do this with your family, get your kids involved. We just, recently a group of us volunteers made some for shelter dogs. We actually have a whole stack over there that I'm going to be passing out. You can just, you know, make them all at once. You can make them as you have recyclables. So that's it for enrichment boxes. I'm going to show you a couple other ways to keep your dog's mind busy So licky mats are great. This is the one that I have here. Suction cups on the back. So you can smear this with peanut butter. I like to stick it to my dishwasher and let them lick away. Another great use for these is in the bathtub. When you're giving them a bath, you can stick it on the walls and tiles, the bathtub itself, and let them lick. Little pro tip, you don't have to buy these expensive ones. If you go to the dollar store, they'll generally have silicone pot holders that also have some design of ridges. Those work just as well if you're gonna hold them. Also with muzzle training, if you're training a dog to tolerate a muzzle, you can put the muzzle on, curve these around the muzzle and let them, lick them out while they're wearing the muzzle. Vet appointments and stuff, these work great for a lot of dogs, not all of them. So that's a great way to use these. And if you don't have one of these at home and you can use a Frisbee, try to drill holes in the edge of the Frisbee, smear peanut butter on that, freeze it so it takes longer, and secure it by zip ties to something. So anything, or secure it some sort of way that you can get to it. He's working on that box now. Oh, actually, that's an empty vitamin container, and there's a few in there. So once he learns to tip it over, there he goes, some treats are going to fall out. Okay, so let me get rid of the notification. There we go. So those are great. Frisbee, like I said, drill holes, attach it to things, or you could just hold it. And the last thing that I'm going to talk about are stuffed animals. It's kind of a slippery slope with those, but if you have stuffed animals, especially if your kids have a pile of stuff to donate, if you grab one, you can slice them open with something, scissors or whatever, and you can stuff treats inside. Warning, this is going to make a huge mess. It's going to look like it snowed in your living room, but if you really want to work your dog's mind and you have access to these that you weren't going to use, I'm not saying not to donate the fun ones, but stuff like this that, I think we're kind of over these emoji stuffed animals or pillows. Stuff them in that, just let your dogs go crazy. These are really, really fun, and they're not going to bang them against the walls, things like that. They may toss them in the air. Get your cameras ready if you want a video, because they're sometimes very, very cute. But these work great for stuffing with treats. So that's pretty much it on the ideas I have for this video. I'm going to let you watch Sesame a little bit. Sesame, if you don't know his background, he's from organized dog fighting. So every time he learns a new thing, it's really exciting because he's definitely just learning how to be a dog. So I'm gonna flip this, or maybe I won't flip it. But here's kind of the mess that he's made. He's been enjoying his box. You can see all that. He may very well have gotten all of the treats out. Did you get everything? I think he's cleaning up now. But anyway, so those are my ideas. I hope you learned something. There'll be more videos. You can click the units and look through the units. They'll be organized by topic. I hope you liked it, and you have a great rest of the day.